Just a couple miles from where the group is hunting is the Kansas Meteorite Museum and Nature Center.
Well, meteorites, current theories are that they're pieces of asteroids. Between Mars and Jupiter, there's the asteroid belt with thousands of these rocky bodies, and they collide and fragment. Pieces can change orbits and cross Earth's orbit. And if that falls to Earth as a rock, it's called a meteorite.
The museum is home to the largest collection of Brenham meteorite fragments in the world.
There's a piece of Brenham meteorite in every major museum collection in the world, and our claim to fame is having more of this Brenham material than any other collection in the world. We've been doing this for quite a while now and been very fortunate to amass this amount of material.
It is believed that the 500-ton Brenham meteorite fell to Earth 20,000 years ago, leaving a strewn field 6 miles long and 1 mile wide.
The idea is that all this material from the Brenham meteorite all came in at one time. It probably started glowing in the atmosphere over Colorado or even farther west and started breaking up as it came in, and then finally reached the Earth, and the pieces landed out here next to the town of Brenham, and that's how the meteorite got its name. And the way these things come in, the larger pieces fly farther. They can push through the atmosphere more effectively, so we find bigger pieces right out here where the museum is, and then the smaller pieces extend all the way back to Greensburg, 6 miles away.
Don has pieces weighing as much as 1,200 pounds, and oftentimes has people bring in what they think is a piece of the Brenham meteorite.
The old joke is kind of from the Field Museum in Chicago. You have meteorites and you have meteor wrongs. And yeah, folks bring a lot of rocks in. We probably check 100 specimens out a year, and we're lucky to find a meteorite every 2 or 3 years. There's a lot of material that folks are just very convinced it's got to be a meteorite, but in fact, meteorites are very rare. They're hard to come by, and if you do find one, it's a pretty rare event, pretty fortunate. The unique feature to them really is the metal inside. This is a piece of iron Brenham meteorite, and thing's heavy just because it's a big chunk of nickel and iron, about 90% iron and 10% nickel.
Think you have a piece of meteorite? Hold it up to a magnet. That's the first thing Don does to check.
But they don't stick a magnet very well at all, so those kind of get ruled out. Same with hematite, not very magnetic. Magnetite, very magnetic, very heavy for its size, but it doesn't have a number of the other characteristics, which is mainly free metal inside.
And if what you have is just a rock, you can check out eBay to buy a piece of the real thing and help support the museum.
The pallasites in general tend to be more popular just because you don't have to be a rocket scientist to look at a pallasite meteorite and say, gee, that looks like it's very different from anything I've ever seen before. And it's because it's from outer space.